Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Here we are at Le Puy de Dôme, which is one of the extinct volcanoes in the Auvergne region. We cycled here. It was meant to take 12k. It actually took us just over about 10.5 miles. But we did find a few bits that Google Maps said we could go through and we couldn't. Again. But actually it was a very nice bike ride. It was mostly on quiet roads, which is always good.
It was more or less completely uphill.
Yeah, it was. It was hard work on the way here, so we're hoping on the way back it's going to be very easy.
As I've used 54% of my battery,
yep.
I'm hoping that might be the case.
Yep, let's hope so. And we're going to climb up there. I think they said it's about an hour or something to the top, or an hour and a half to the top, and then about 40 minutes back down, I believe. So we're going to climb up to the top of the Puy de Dôme and hope there's a beautiful view at the top there. There should be. It's a lovely clear day.
It is, yes. So again, we left very early this morning.
We
left at 7:30, didn't we?
We did, yeah, about 25 to 8, something like that. And it's now 9 o'clock, so we've faffed around. We've locked our bikes up as best we can because there's no bike racks here. So fingers crossed they're here when we come back.
Call it off, let it go.
So we're walking up the Puy de Dôme. So far we've done 0.8 of a mile and it's all been uphill, literally straight up. But the views are quite outstanding. We're just coming to the top of the tree line, I think, now. And these views are amazing. Beautiful woods all the way around us. Yeah, it's lovely.
But we've still got quite a way to go.
We have still got quite a way to go, but we'll get there, slowly but surely. So we made it to the top of the Puy de Dôme. It was quite a climb, wasn't it?
It was very much quite a climb.
As I said, it was virtually straight up, apart from a few hairpin bends in there. But the view up the top here is amazing. And virtually all around, as far as you can see, there are extinct volcanoes.
Yeah, which are quite cool, aren't they?
They are
These
very cool. Some of them are much smaller than others.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know France had volcanoes, but I guess millions of years ago, everywhere did really, didn't it? And it said that these ones look so of a regular shape because apparently they all came from a central chamber where the lava basically came out of one side, and that's what makes them into a normal shape, a sort of a rounded shape, if you know what I mean.
But yes, it was an okay walk up, wasn't it?
Yeah, as I say, it was slightly disappointing there weren't more views on the way up. There was the odd bit with benches, but that was about it really, wasn't it?
Yes. There weren't that many people.
No, not many people at all. We came early partly because it was going to be hot today and also because we were told it was like a motorway at the weekends. But it certainly wasn't, was it? Which was good.
But who came up with the idea of putting a volcano on top of a hill? I don't know.
Oh, strange, that, isn't it?
It would have been lovely if it had just been
on the flat plain. Yeah.
Views might not have been such good.
Yeah. We're not sure how tall this is either. We need to find out how tall we are. But it feels quite high up, doesn't it?
It does. But there is an easier option. We could have actually driven to a car park and caught the train up.
We could.
That was another option, but Jill wouldn't let me do that.
And apparently they were also, until 1998, they were seriously considering putting an escalator in the middle of the mountain so that people could come on the escalator up here, which sounds bizarre to me.
So they'd have to carve out the mountain?
Yeah, and in 1998 they finally decided that wouldn't be such a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it's amazing,
and they abandoned that plan, yes. And there is a French television mast on the top of the hill there.
Not really surprising.
Not really surprising.
So high.
Exactly, because this is the tallest place around. And there's also an observatory as well.
And a Roman fort.
Yes, a Roman temple, I think it is, or the remains of a Roman temple, I believe.
But as you can see, it's not exactly that busy up here.
Which is good.
Which is lovely. And today is meant to be 30 degrees.
Yep.
So, yeah, we did well coming up here when it's not quite so hot.
One of the things you can do when you get to the top, we said there's an observatory and there's various other bits and pieces, but one of the things you can do is actually walk all the way around the edge of the crater. We think this used to be the crater on the left-hand side here, and we're walking all the way around the summit of the Puy de Dôme, along with a few other people. It's very windy on this side, I would think it's fair to say.
It's very windy.
The trendy straps under our chins.
Indeed.
But it's lovely. I mean, it's a beautiful walk, and you can see volcanoes actually all the way around as well.
And there are a number of people, the chap who just ran past, a number of people who overtook us running up the mountain or running down the mountain, which is just mad, I think.
Yeah, walking up, running down, I can kind of understand, but running up, you've got to be a nutter, I think, really. Yeah. It was so steep, I struggled to walk at times.
Yes. This morning we did our 20-mile bicycle ride
We did.
and followed up, well, halfway through our hike up the...
Puy de Dôme. It was pretty exhausting, I have to say. Not the hike, but the cycle ride was pretty exhausting. It was indeed, as they said, uphill all the way.
It was.
And
But
we also
downhill
got
all the
lost
way
a couple of times, which was not interesting. It was interesting because Google Maps told us to go down places where there wasn't anywhere.
But yeah, it was very pleasant.
It was very nice, yeah, very nice. A nice walk as well. It was quite, and literally the walk was like that all the time, wasn't it?
It was
It was
very
about a
much
mile
so.
and a quarter up, and it was just steep.
How far up did they say it was?
It was about 400 metres ascent.
Yes.
And it was pretty steep all the way, but it was a nice walk, nice when you got to the top, lovely views.
Yes, it was very nice.
And that was where we left our pitch this morning. We left here at about 7:45 this morning, and this is our pitch. This is Hootopia. Very nice little spot. That's the circuit you can hear in the background. There's a racing circuit just over there in the background. Very nice little spot. Loos are just down the bottom there. Very peaceful last night. Very dark at night as well.
It was
isn't
very dark, wasn't it? And this is just outside...
Just outside Clermont-Ferrand. Yeah, it was lovely. And we're now going to go and play tennis, and we're going to maybe try and find a table tennis table as well, which we've seen there as well. That's the plan.
There's no stopping us,
I
is
know.
there? Oh
We
dear.
both feel exhausted, don't we? I don't quite know why we're doing this, but there you go.
Got to try these things.
Yeah, of course you have. This is the main building behind Roger here. This is where they have their bar and their snacks and things like that. And then this is the pool, very nice here. It's not lifeguarded at all, but it does tell you that, which is absolutely fine. And then there's a couple of tennis courts, which actually look really nice. We were going to come and play tennis, as we said a minute ago, but they've actually got a whole paddle group going on here, which is fine. So we'll play table tennis instead.
Yep. Nothing if not flexible.
Indeed. And it's very interesting. They have a lot of games and things, all of which are done on trust. So there's a whole load of tennis rackets, there's a whole load of pétanque games, there's all sorts of things in there which you can borrow and just put back when you finish. It does say just let the staff know if there's anything missing each time. This is a nice area out here as well for people to eat and have drinks and things like that. Very civilised, isn't it?
It is lovely. Yeah, the loos are very clean.
They are, yeah. We were trying to work out what the difference is between a 4-star campsite and a 5-star campsite. We think it might be entertainment, and quite frankly, we're quite happy about that, having seen the entertainment at the 5-star campsite.
So this is a 4-star.
It is, yeah. So today we have left Hootopia, and we are driving to an Ayres. We were going to stay another night or two, but actually the rain is meant to be like this for the next 2 days, and it is pouring at the moment. Absolutely bucketing down. The cloud is incredibly low. We're very glad we didn't got to the Puy de Dôme today, because we wouldn't be able to see your hand in front of your face.
we wouldn't have done it anyway.
No, we wouldn't have done. But yes, it is appalling weather today, having been quite nice for the last week and a half. It is now pretty rotten, and it's meant to be like this for the next 48 hours or so, isn't it?
It is.
So we have stopped for the second time only ever in an air. And we are near Poitiers. We're at a place which we can't remember the name of, but we'll put it on the bottom of the screen or something for you. And we stopped in this air. There's only 10 spaces for camping cars. And it's beautiful. It's right next to this lovely park with these beautiful lakes. You can walk around the lakes. There's a river here as well. It's really, really pretty, isn't it?
It is, and it's free.
And it's free, exactly. There's no toilets or anything like that, but there are bins. But yeah, it's a really nice place to be. And it's been vile weather this morning, absolutely revolting. And then as soon as pretty much just as we were stopping, it dried up a bit. And so we decided we needed to come out while the sun was shining, because I think it's going to be a bit on and off for the rest of the day as well. We are camped here at Noyel Espoir. See, I did learn where we were. You can apparently fit 10 people in here, although somebody has got their awning out, which is a bit naughty, because it means you then can't fit 10 people in, but there you go. And it's lovely. It's a beautiful place to be, and it's very peaceful as well.
It is.
A couple of people apparently in the reviews said they could hear the road, but I think, to be honest, when you're in your van, you're not going to be able to hear much at all.
And it's not exactly a busy road either, is
No,
it?
it's a small D road that goes to a couple of villages. I think that's about it. A nice place to be, I would say.
Yes. And, you know, okay, you are jammed in amongst other motorhomes and things, but it's for free. You can't really complain, can you?
No, not at all.
Well, we'll tell you that in the morning.
Yes, yeah, if we have a good night's sleep or not. Yeah, fair enough. Here we are in Brest, and this apparently is the only street that's left of the original part of Brest. This is Rue Saint-Malo, and this is the only bit that didn't get completely demolished and bombed in the Second World War.
By the Allies.
By the Allies, because of the fact that the port was so important, and the port was where the Germans were keeping most of their U-boats, and also where they had a lot of their Atlantic convoy as well. And so this was a very key place for the Allies to try and get hold of. And apparently they had a massive operation to try and rescue the city of Brest and to try and get into Brest, and the idea was to keep it as it was. And in their haste to get in, the city was completely ruined. So this is the only bit of the original city left, which is kind of sad, but it's a beautiful little street, lovely and green. There's a bar up here which isn't open at the moment, but it is beautiful. But it's very sad that this is the only bit of the original city left, isn't it, really?
It is, yes. Yeah.
We are inside the Musée National de la Marine, which is the National Museum of Marine History, I believe. So it's something to do with the French Navy.
Which apparently is the oldest in the world.
Yeah, well, there you
oldest
go.
museum of maritime.
And this is very interesting. So we haven't even gone inside yet, and they were talking about this little bit here. And they were saying that actually this original bit of wall is Roman. And you can tell that because it's typical, because it's got 2 rows of bricks here, and then 6 or 7 rows of stones. 2 more rows of bricks, 6 or 7 rows of stones. So it goes up to about head height, and then obviously it's not Roman after that. But it's very interesting that they've told it, and that was from the 4th century, when the Romans founded a fortified encampment to protect the city from the ravages of pirates and pillagers from the north.
Pirates.
Pirates are a pirate. We're now inside the castle in Brest, and you can only go into part of it because part of it is actually still an active military base.
Which I'm not allowed to film, so I
Roger
can't film behind me.
him. But it's a fantastic location. This castle is looking out over a beautiful stretch of water. There's lots of naval ships there as well. And it's kind of at the head of a beautiful harbour, actually, isn't it? An enormous harbour.
It is.
And so far we've learnt that the last tower that we've just been in, which is in the video now, you could see, that used to house political prisoners during the French Revolution. And basically most of them went to the guillotine. And they did also say this was the only castle in France that was never taken by force, as we said, apart from the fact that it was taken during the Second World War by the Allies. But, you know.
Yes, they didn't get that far.
They didn't get that far, no, that's true,
No.
They didn't. But it's a very historical area, and this was the original area where the city grew up from.
So I've got to stop videoing. I can't go round any further.
No, fair enough.
Otherwise I'll be shot.
We've just been inside the castle, and it was very interesting. It was €22 for the 2 of us and an audio guide, but I have to say I would definitely recommend it. It was very interesting. There was a lot more that you could have listened to, but we kind of ran out of enthusiasm, really, didn't we? Ran out of energy, as we often do. But no, it was really, really good, and it was nice to be able to see all the military stuff over the wall as well. Yeah, definitely recommend it if you're in Brest. We're going to cycle back to the campsite now, I think.
Again, the Google Maps took us on a interesting route this morning.
A scenic route, I think it was on the way here.
Very much so.
And there's lovely gardens here, which are absolutely beautiful as well. Certainly the French do keep their gardens lovely, don't they? I mean, some of the flowers are a bit over it now, but actually they are beautiful gardens. Lovely sunflowers, which have gone over in there, but everything else is still alive, which is great. We are here walking from the campsite to, well, we don't really know where we're going to actually do it.
No,
We're just
no
going for a
idea.
little coastal walk, and there's so many World War II defences along here. We don't know what they're all for, obviously, because we weren't around in the Second World War, believe it or not.
That's hard to believe, isn't it?
These look like gun towers or gun emplacements to us, and there's a railway behind us as well, which presumably is for moving munitions from one place to the next, I'm assuming. But it's beautiful, lovely light. It's very close today, though, isn't it, I would say?
It is.
It looks like it could rain any second as well, but let's hope it doesn't. But yeah, it's a lovely walk, just by the edge of the water. And I think that's St Anne's Bay that we're going to over there, I believe. We have arrived at the end of our walk, and we're going to turn around and go back. It's just about the only way to go back, except walking on the road. And this beautiful little beach here, this is the Plage de Sainte Anne, and it's absolutely lovely. Lots of little sailing boats, hardly anybody around. There's a hotel and tobacco over there. And that's about it. There is a car park behind us, so we have to assume that this beach does get quite busy. But it's lovely, really, really lovely today.
And it's absolutely enormous natural harbour, isn't it?
It is a huge natural harbour. I mean, everything you can see, that's within the mouth of the harbour. This is Camping du Goulet. This is our last place that we're staying in France. And it's very, very nice. It was about €30 a night. It's a 4-star campsite, not like the last one that was a 5-star. But it's very pretty, actually, isn't it? It's very peaceful.
It is very peaceful.
There's some reception on our right here. They've got an outdoor pool which is only open until the end of August. They've got an indoor pool which we'll show you, which is open now as well. This actually closes this weekend, I think it is. The bar is open only till 7 o'clock. And I know online it said about somebody was disappointed about that, but as they said, there's no point in being open later than that because there's just nobody around to keep it going, really. It's open later, obviously, in the summer, but nice pool on the left there. Which is open, as I say, till the end of August. Sorry, what you were going to say?
Part of the reason it closes at the end of September is because the pitches are grass pitches.
Yes.
And ours is a bit muddy anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, I think a lot of them are quite muddy, and ours certainly is.
But it's a lovely pitch. The fact that it's actually got on 3 sides
Hedges.
which
Yep.
means it's very private.
Yeah, it's very nice. So this is the inside swimming pool, which is open until 9 o'clock at night, apparently, which is very nice. Very peaceful. We haven't seen anybody in there yet,
No.
have we?
Including us.
Including us, yeah. But it's a nice new building, nice modern building as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, very nice campsite.
It is very nice, yeah. There's a little shop in where you check in as well if you need any of the emergency bits. There's also a multi-sports court and a little crazy golf thing at the top as well.
The end of our holiday.
Yep, it is. We've had a very nice time.
We have had a lovely time.
24 nights, whatever it's been. It's been fantastic, hasn't it? Generally very nice weather, which has been good.
Yep.
1 or 2 days of rain, but actually, well, yeah, 1 or 2, but that's a bit nitpicky,
I was gonna
isn't
say,
it?
you
And generally
can't
that's been when
complain
we're
about-
travelling, so...
No, can't complain about that at all.
But we need to have an update on the mouse situation.
Yes, so in our last video we actually mentioned that we had a mice or mices.
Yep.
Mices.
Mices, indeed. We don't know if we've still got them or not, really, do we?
Not a clue, we've not done anything, so we've removed all the food that they could actually get to,
Yep.
but we've actually not heard anything.
We
have
haven't heard anything for a day or 2, which is good. So fingers crossed they've moved on somewhere else, which would be
Yeah,
nice. But
of their own
volition, yes. But we're going to get some mouse traps when we get back to the UK anyway, aren't we? And we'll put them
Yes.
out for a couple of days before we go off again and see what that brings, I think.
Yes.
That's all we can do, isn't it, at the moment?
Yeah, but no, hopefully, as we've not heard anything, they have left.
Well, maybe if there's no food.
Yeah,
Don't know.
yeah. Don't know how they got in.
Well, there's plenty of spaces they can get in through, aren't there?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it's not a difficult thing to get in. I mean, lots of people have mice in their camper van, don't they? So
Apparently, yes.
yeah, it's a relatively common thing. So fingers crossed ours has moved on.
Yep. So we're back at home for 3 nights,
We are.
and then we're off again. So
Yep.
we will see you.
Sunday we're going up to see my mum, and then we're going to the Peak District.
Yes. So we will see you next week from the Peak District.
See you then.